here we are over 6 months and 14,000 miles later with our long-term 2025 Mazda CX-70 Turbo S Premium. And we've got one question left to answer. Is this SUV actually luxurious? Mazda's been climbing the premium ladder for years now, but the CX-70 is where those ambitions are being tested. No more excuses, no more waiting for future models. This is supposed to be the moment Mazda joins the likes of Lexus and Acura at the grown-ups table. But does it actually deliver? Let's start with what's working. Slide into the CX-70's cabin and it's immediately clear Mazda brought its A game. The leather-wrapped dash, the slick twin 12.3-inch screens, the tastefully minimal layout. This isn't the Mazda you remember from 10 years ago. It's refined, thoughtful, and almost elegant. Even the little things feel premium. The heated and ventilated front seats, heated rear seats, 3-zone climate control, a panoramic moonroof that stretches across the cabin, subtle ambient lighting, Nappa leather that actually feels soft to the touch. This interior doesn't scream luxury, it whispers it. Then there's the Bose premium sound system. Crank it up and you'll feel that low-end thump and sparkling. Highs that make long road trips or a quick run to the store feel cinematic. Mazda even thought about rear seat passengers, sunshades, air vents. Comfort that doesn't feel like an afterthought. It's impressive. But luxury isn't just about what you see and touch. It's about what you feel when you're behind the wheel. Under the hood is a 3.3-liter inline-six turbo making 340 horsepower. It's got muscle. Merge onto the freeway and it's punchy, responsive, turbo lag, minimal. The all-wheel drive system keeps everything planted. There's potential here, serious potential, but here's the problem. The drive just doesn't feel fully baked. At city speeds below 30 miles per hour, the 8-speed automatic starts to show its flaws. It hunts for gears, hesitates, then shifts too hard. You feel it in your neck. It breaks the flow, it breaks the illusion, and the start-stop system? It's more of a disruption than a feature. You're coasting, the engine cuts off, then it kicks back on abruptly, and not always when you want it to. Sometimes the vehicle lurches, sometimes it vibrates. It doesn't feel seamless. It feels like a reminder that Mazda still has work to do. We're not just nitpicking here. These aren't rare glitches. They're daily annoyances. And when you're paying over 56 grand, yes, that's right, this particular CX-70 is $56,120 as tested. You expect more. That price tag puts it right in the mix with the Acura MDX and the Lexus RX, but those SUVs, while maybe not as stylish or interesting inside, feel smoother, more composed, more sorted. And when we say luxury, that's what we're talking about. Effortlessness. Even the little stuff matters. The CX-70 center console, not particularly roomy. The steering, heavier than it needs to be around town. And the lane keeping system, overly aggressive. It's like the car wants to fight you sometimes. And it's not the first time we've seen these growing pains. We ran a CX-90 PHEV for 14 months, and it had many of the same issues: rough shifts, jarring transitions, heavy steering. If anything, this is a pattern, not an exception. But here's the thing, Mazda's close, really close. The CX-70 isn't far off from greatness. It has the bones of something special. That inline-six engine, it's got character. The interior, design, top tier. The value, still strong. You're getting more horsepower than the competition, more standard features, and a design that genuinely turns heads. People notice this SUV. We've had friends ask, wait, this is a Mazda? That's the magic of this vehicle. It has presence. It has style. It has something to say, but you can't build a luxury brand on style alone. The experience has to match the promise. The way it drives, the way it handles the daily grind, the way it makes you feel when you're stuck in traffic, when you're carving a canyon road, when you're simply backing out of your driveway, every moment counts. And the CX-70 still stumbles in those moments. Fuel economy, decent. We've averaged 24.2 miles per gallon. Not class-leading, but acceptable for something with this much power and weight. Maintenance and wear so far, 0 issues, no recalls, no breakdowns. That's the kind of reliability we expect from Mazda. Comfort on long road trips, surprisingly good. The suspension is tuned just right for highways. It's not floaty, it's not stiff. It strikes a nice middle ground. But that only makes the low-speed driving frustrations stand out more. So, is the 2025 Mazda CX-70 actually luxurious? Almost. Mazda's made huge progress. This SUV is ambitious, bold, and full of great ideas. It looks fantastic. It's loaded with features. It's priced competitively. But it doesn't quite nail the execution in the ways that matter most. The transmission quirks, the stop-start issues, the low-speed behavior, those things chip away at the luxury experience. Will that stop people from buying it? Maybe not. For some buyers, the style, value, and feature set will be more than enough. But for Mazda to truly compete with Acura, Lexus, and eventually even the Germans, it's going to have to close that last 10% gap. The CX-70 is a statement. It shows what Mazda is capable of. But now the challenge is turning that promise into a reality, refining the mechanics to match the materials, the substance to match the style. Until then, it's a very good SUV, but not quite a great luxury. 1. This is Shift Path. Thanks for riding with us. See you on the next review.